They say everyone has a doppelganger, but these Hollywood stars took it to a level that is frankly terrifying. From uncanny bone structures to how did they do that prosthetics? Wait until you see the transformation at number 1. It's widely considered the most controversial casting in history. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the 70s, 80s, and beyond to look at 35 actors who didn't just play a role, they became a clone. We're judging these based on the look, the vibe, and that scary similarity factor. Let's see who aged into a legend and who just wore a really good mask. Number 35, Austin Butler as Elvis Presley, 2022. Butler spent 3 years perfecting that 1950s sneer and the 70s Vegas swagger. Even the Presley family admitted they felt like they were seeing a ghost on screen. Number 34, Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury, 2018. To capture the Queen frontman's 1985 Live Aid magic, Malek wore prosthetic teeth and studied every single eye movement. The result was a hauntingly accurate resurrection of rock's greatest showman. Number 33, Margot Robbie as Sharon Tate, 2019. Robbie channeled the 1960s it girl so perfectly that Tate's own sister was moved to tears by the resemblance. She captured that tragic, ethereal beauty that defined an entire era of Hollywood. Number 32, Val Kilmer as Jim Morrison, 1991. In the peak of his 90s fame, Kilmer's transformation into the Lizard King was so spot on that even the Doors band members couldn't tell their voices apart. It remains one of the most chilling physical matches ever filmed. Number 31, Michelle Williams as Marilyn Monroe, 2011. Michelle captured the 1950s bombshell's fragile interior and breathy voice with startling precision. While many tried to do Marilyn, Williams actually looked like she walked right out of 1957. Number 20, Jamie Foxx as Ray Charles, 2004. Fox actually had his eyes glued shut for 14 hours a day to mimic the 1950 soul legend's experience. The transformation was so complete, he became the first person to win an Oscar, BAFTA, and Golden Globe for the same role. Number 19, Charlize Theron as Eileen Wuornos, 2003. This tragic transformation saw the 90s fashion icon disappear under layers of prosthetic skin and weathered makeup. She became a living, breathing carbon copy of the notorious highway killer. Number 28, Taron Egerton as Elton John, 2019. Egerton didn't just wear the 70s feathers, he matched the Rocket Man's gap-toothed grin and frantic energy. It's a rare case where the now actor looked more like the then legend than the legend does himself. Number 27, Helen Mirren as Queen Elizabeth II, 2006. Mirren became the definitive face of the British monarchy, matching the Queen's 1970s poise and iconic silhouette. The resemblance was so strong, the Queen herself invited Mirren to dinner at the palace. Number 26, Jennifer Lopez as Selena, 1997. This was the role that launched J.Lo into the stratosphere, capturing the 90s Tejano star's electric stage presence. Fans still claim this isn't just acting, it's a spiritual twin situation. Number 25, Daniel Day-Lewis as Abraham Lincoln, 2012. Known for his extreme method acting, Day-Lewis looked like he stepped off a $5 bill. Every wrinkle and stooped shoulder matched the 1860s president to a terrifying degree. Number 24, Cate Blanchett as Bob Dylan, 2007. In a shocking twist, it took a woman to best capture Dylan's mid-60s electric era. The wild hair and cynical gaze were a perfect match for the folk legend. Number 22, Marion Cotillard as Edith Piaf, 2007. Cotillard shaved her eyebrows and hairline to match the 1940s French chantaise's unique look. The physical shrinkage she achieved for the role was a shocking transformation in every sense. Number 21, Ashton Kutcher as Steve Jobs, 2013. Love the movie or hate it, you can't deny Kutcher looked exactly like the 1970s-era Apple founder. The lanky frame and intense stare were a total genetic match. Number 20. Renee Zellweger as Judy Garland, 2019. Zellweger captured the 1960s Wizard of Oz star during her final tragic London run. The way she mimicked Garland's hunched posture and nervous energy was truly haunting. Number 19. Kristen Stewart as Princess Diana, 2021. Stewart mastered the People's Princess 90s tilt of the head and shy upward glance. Despite the controversy, the visual similarity during the Sandringham scenes was undeniably scary. Number 18. Gary Oldman as Winston Churchill, 2017. Oldman spent 200 hours in the makeup chair to become the 1940s British Prime Minister. He vanished so completely that his own family reportedly didn't recognize him on set. Number 17. Joaquin Phoenix as Johnny Cash, 2005. Joaquin captured the Man in Black's 1960s grit and baritone growl with startling accuracy. He didn't just look like Cash, he carried that heavy, brooding Hollywood royalty weight. Number 16. Reese Witherspoon as June Carter Cash, 2005. Alongside Joaquin, Witherspoon became the spitting image of the 60s country icon. Her transformation was so seamless, she took home the Oscar for becoming June. Number 15. Chadwick Boseman as James Brown, 2014. The late Chadwick Boseman mastered the godfather of the soul's 1960s footwork and iconic pompadour. It was a high-energy performance that felt less like acting and more like a possession. Number 14. Anthony Hopkins as Alfred Hitchcock, 2012. Using heavy prosthetics, the legendary Hopkins became the master of suspense, circa 1960. The profile shot comparison alone is enough to give you chills. Number 13. Lily James as Pamela Anderson, 2022. This transformation broke the internet, with Lily James looking exactly like the 90s Baywatch star. From the eyebrows to the tan, it was a timeless beauty turned into a perfect replica. Number 12. Sebastian Stan as Tommy Lee, 2022. Opposite Lily James, Stan transformed into the 80s Motley Crue drummer. With the tattoos and the lean, manic energy, he was a total clone of the rock wild man. Number 11. Meryl Streep as Margaret Thatcher, 2011. Streep captured the Iron Lady's 1980s power suits and rigid hair with frightening precision. She even matched the specific cadence of Thatcher's polarizing voice. Number 10. James Franco as James Dean, 2001. Before his later career shifts, Franco was a dead ringer for the 1950s rebel without a cause. The squint, the hair, and the cigarette, it was a clone-level performance. Number 9. Nicole Kidman as Virginia Woolf, 2002. A prosthetic nose helped Nicole disappear into the 1920s literary icon. This shocking transformation proved that even Hollywood royalty can become unrecognizable for the right role. Number 8. Morgan Freeman as Nelson Mandela, 2009. Freeman was so similar to the South African leader that Mandela himself reportedly asked, "Who is that?" when seeing a photo of Freeman in character. Number 7. Andre 3000 as Jimi Hendrix, 2013. The Outkast star didn't just look like the 60s guitar god, he learned to play left-handed to match Hendrix's unique style perfectly. The visual match is uncanny. Number 6. Eddie Rideau as Stephen Hawking, 2014. Rideau's physical dedication to matching Hawking's 1960s to 80s progression was so accurate that Hawking said that at times he thought it was him. Number 5. Ben Kingsley as Gandhi, 1982. Kingsley's heritage and physical discipline allowed him to become the 1940s Indian leader. This remains the gold standard for biopic reality. Number 4. Cillian Murphy as J. Robert Oppenheimer, 2023. Murphy's haunting 1940s-style bone structure and piercing blue eyes were a perfect match for the father of the atomic bomb. He captured that intense, hollowed-out look of the later years. Number 3. Ana de Armas as Marilyn Monroe, 2022. While the film was divisive, the visual match was scary similar. Ana de Armas looked like a high-definition restoration of the 1950s icon come to life. Number 2. Jeffrey Rush as Peter Sellers, 2004. Rush didn't just play one character, he mimicked all of the 1960s comedian's many faces. It's widely considered one of the underrated clone performances in cinema. Number 1. Jesse L. Martin as Marvin Gaye, unreleased. Our top spot goes to a film we may never see. The resemblance here is so terrifying that fans called it genetic theft. Martin looks more like the 1970s Marvin Gaye than Marvin Gaye's own family. From 70s rock stars to political titans, these actors proved that sometimes the movie is closer to reality than we think. Of these 35 icons, who do you think aged the most gracefully?
And who had the most shocking transformation? Let me know your top 3 in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more nostalgia trips.